Today, we'll be taking a look at the gas safety valve on this Whirlpool gas range. Be sure to visit ApplianceVideo.com, where you will find thousands of repair videos on the latest technology. And for a limited time, you can save big on an annual membership and take advantage of all of our premium benefits. ApplianceVideo.com. Do it right the first time. Stop. Before beginning any repair, always be sure to disconnect the power to the appliance. It is also recommended to test the outlet for the proper voltage. Remember to also turn off the gas. You will need the following tools to complete this repair. Alright, we went ahead and accessed the rear portion of the unit, and to begin, we must first remove this bottom panel here. It is held on by 4 Phillips screws. You have one on the bottom here, one on the top, and then we have 2 on this side, one on the bottom, and again, one on the top. Once we have those out, pull out on the plate and set it to the side. Now that we have the back panel removed, we have clear access to the gas valve. Now the main reason why you'd be accessing this component would be if the unit is not baking. A lot of times what I'll see is that the gas valve is not allowing gas to go through. So the best way to test it would be to get a pair of pliers and remove your terminals from the gas valve. They are locking terminals, so you'll have to squeeze and pull up. And then you'll use your meter leads and go between these 2 terminals and just test for continuity. You do not want it to be open. If you do not have a reading, that means that it is bad. It will need to be replaced. Now let's return to the front of the unit to remove the burner tube. Now that we're at the front of the unit, let's go ahead and open it up and remove your shelf first. Then we'll need to reach in and remove this bottom plate by lifting up in the back, pull forward, and then set it to the side. Now that we have the bottom plate removed, we have to take out the burner tube so that we can remove the gas valve from the back. So in order to do that, the burner tube is held on by 1 Phillips screw on the bottom here. Pull out the screw. We'll start to lift up on the burner tube, slide it out, lay it down, and now we can return to the back of the unit. Now that we return to the back, what we'll have to do first is remove this gas line here. Use a pair of pliers. Be very gentle. If you can work it with your fingers, go ahead and do that. Pull it out as far as you can go, and then we'll remove the 2 screws, one here, and then there's one more on the side here. Take these off. Your gas valve will disattach from the line here, lift up, pull it out of the frame, and set it to the side. When installing a new gas valve, first we'll line it up here at the top and start to drop it in place. Once you get it most of the way, I want you to start to put the gas line inside over here. Now before you screw it on, it is important that you use your hand to thread this. It's very difficult to thread sometimes, and you do not want to cross thread it and damage the fitting. So get it as far as you can with your fingers. And before you start using the wrench on it, let's go ahead and reinstall the screws. We'll plug in our wiring. Let's tighten the fitting here. And you do not want to kill it. Once you get it tight, maybe another 1/4 turn, and that's more than fine. And now let's reinstall the back panel. When reinstalling the bottom plate, you're going to start by lining it up. Make sure you do not pinch any wires. And let's reinstall the screw right here. just to kind of hold the plate up. Then I want you to go to the side. We'll have to lift it up and kind of bend it to line it up. Reinstall this screw. You should be lined up on the bottom now. Reinstall this one. And finally, reinstall the bottom portion of the plate. Now let's return to the front of the unit. Now that we're at the front of the unit again, let's go ahead and slide back in our burner tube by sliding it over the orifice, pushing it back and getting it into place. Slide any excess wiring back in and start to turn this to get it lined up so that we can reinstall the screw. Get this in here, and now we can reinstall the bottom panel and rack. When reinstalling your bottom panel, we are going to start with the hole forward. So put that side in. Move it to the back. Make sure it clips in. Reinstall the shelving. And this will complete your repair. Thank you for watching another quality video from ApplianceVideo.com. If you found this video helpful, make sure you click the like and subscribe to our channel.